Welcome back, everybody. It's Friendsim.
Bye.
What? Hey! 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 Hey!
Grass is cheaper.
Okay, you guys can't see it, but I was angry face, and then he just suddenly block pose. I didn't even raise my fist at him. Anyway.
I like to imagine this block pose is literally me posing as a block, so I'm just all squared up.
Yes, you are squared up in a stance, as if you are preparing for a battle. That is what squared up means.
Stop having fun.
You stop having fun.
But I just started.
But you told everybody bye. I wish we could skip this thing. There was a skip. Oh, hey, I didn't tell you. Bronya?
Yeah.
I'm wanting to say Bronya and Wanashi? Was Wanashi the other one? I think her name was Wanashi. Anyway, you know, the one that you were all like, she's like a Chinese cat lady or something?
Yeah.
I didn't tell you, but like, they were released on like Valentine's Day, so everybody's like, they're canonically together! We say so! Valentine's Day! It's important!
That's nice.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You've been traveling through a cave network for a while now.
You weren't out in the sunlight, and the person was like, hey! What are you doing out in the sunlight? You moron? What? Anyway.
The rigid stone is a welcome respite from the...
Shut
the hell up. What kind of...
What were you about to say?
What kind of stupid laugh is that?
It's my laugh.
Okay. The rigid stone is a welcome respite from the eerily organic infrastructure you've been encountering, but it's also proving an unwelcome respite from friend-making.
For the record, the reason why I laughed is because he always corrects me whenever I say respite. Which is the correct and which is the incorrect?
I won't answer that.
Fuck you.
Maybe that's too much. Maybe it was too much to hope for, that this cavern would be home to another potential new buddy. Maybe leaving the big city behind was a horrible mistake. Just maybe these dark, cold tunnels are completely devoid of... Oh, hang on, there's a bunch of buildings in the distance.
Huh. Where's the... Are those the buildings? Those little splotches of color?
I never would have guessed that, honestly. This game's artwork is stupid.
You're stupid.
Also, do you have a voice for this chick?
No.
Because I don't even remember seeing her in the card thingies.
She was the two characters that, you know, the two girl characters that we were like, she's like the one you were like soccer mom or something.
This was the soccer mom?
Yeah.
You know, okay, I know the trolls all have black hair.
Yeah.
But in my memories, that one was blonde.
What?
I don't know.
Really?
Yes.
Well, she's the one with the green stripe in her hair.
Okay, so she's Susie from Game Grumps. Okay, that's nice.
Anyway. Oh, hello. Shut up. That was higher pitched than I meant for it to be. Shut up. Oh, hello. I thought you were one of my girls, but you don't look like a Jade Blood. Or anything else, actually. How strange. I'm being too sinister now. Fuck.
You convey your usual spiel regarding your circumstances. You are lost and lonely, and your ribs are still broken, you think. Honestly, the ribs are fine. You could just use another friend or two.
I see. My first responsibility is to my Jades and the Mother Grub, so I can't make any promises of friendship just yet. But you do look like you need someone to take care of you. Do I pronounce that? I don't think I pronounced that. She wasn't doing that before. Anyway, here in the Brooding Caverns, we follow a few simple rules. 1. Don't invite drama up from up top down below. That is surprisingly hard to say. 2. Protect the mother grub. 3. We have no hierarchy, but do as I say. Let's do everything we can to keep up our current record of dozens of sweeps without any jades being culled.
You're not sure what half of those words mean, but you nod your head.
You know what? One of the bad endings is going to wind up with one of them being culled.
All of them being culled.
Oh god. Including the mother grub. Just an entire genocide of... Oh god. Good. I'll take you to your hive. Oh, you get your own house in this one.
It says our.
Ah, shut up. I can read.
Get your wishful thinking out of here.
Shut up. I can read. Follow me.
I'm not gonna do the pose this time.
Shut up. Do those just signify whenever she does the pose?
Yes.
But like, I don't... Is that supposed... I don't get it. Whatever.
You should speak in the old Canterlot voice.
The what?
I forget if that's what it's actually...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Well, explain it! Fucking shithead!
You know what? Playing this game with you is just emotionally damaging to me.
Well, do I need to do that thing when the moon pony was like all... And now the fun has doubled! Or whatever, and she was doing the howly thing?
Yes, the Canterlot voice.
The royal voice thingy?
Yes.
I don't know how she did that.
Okay.
I don't remember.
She just shouted everything and spoke in the "We the Queen says the blah" thing, kinda.
We the Queen command you to follow us to the whatever. Anyway. Did you already read that?
No. You follow her into her hive, which looks like a school or some kind of dormitory with multiple rooms and multiple floors.
You know, there was like theories going on about like a...
So she is a gym teacher?
There's like... I forget what exactly... My headcanon was that the Jades... It's like from Jade Blood up to Indigo Blood all went to like a school together. Which didn't actually make sense, but that's what I was headcanoning. But I think everybody else was just Jade Blood School, or... No, it wasn't Jade Blood School, it was Jade... Cerulean? I don't remember. Whatever.
Those are two very
Teal
different
fan.
colors. Jade and Cerulean.
I know that. These are two different blood casts. Usually more of my Jades are around. I suppose that everyone is out watching the Imperial drones arrive at the Flail Pales. Girls, we have a visitor to our caverns. Suddenly, she reminds me of you know the lady from the ghoul school.
Yes. God, I was just trying to think of her name.
1. Do not be alarmed by their bizarre appearance. They seem to be harmless and quite weak. Hey, you don't know that.
Miss Grimwood.
Yeah!
Miss Grimwood's School for Ghouls.
Man, I should figure out how to do Miss Grimwood's voice and then redub a few of these.
Yeah, why not?
2. Do not give them more injuries than they already have. Our visitor deserves a warm Jade Blood welcome. Oh god, that just makes me think even more of her. She claps her hands. No one else is around, but you... Read with the what the fuck? And you mock my laughing? Anyway, read.
Do
it right! Ah! Everybody clap your hands.
Shut up, Peridot.
What? What does this have to do with Peridot?
It's what
Am I even doing a Peridot voice?
It's somewhere.
Is that borderline?
It's somewhere in there. Anyway, I know that's whatever that was. I think it's part of a song.
Yeah.
The only thing I know it from is one of MK Atwood's old meme dump things.
That was like, I think that wasn't that like part of the Cha-Cha. That was either part of the Cha-Cha Slide or that was a song that was popular during the time that we were in school. That the Cha-Cha Slide was a thing that we did in PE like all the time. Well, I don't know if your class ever did it. But my class did it like all the time. Cha-cha, real smooth. Anyway.
She claps her hands. No one is around, but you stand to attention and give her a thumbs up to show that you read her loud and clear. You notice that she called you visitor and not friend, but that's okay. You can do whatever it takes until you've upgraded from visitor to friend, or at least charity case.
Dang. Oh, little babies!
You follow her upstairs and she stops at a big room on the second floor.
This looks like a science lab.
Where you step into, when you step into it, you have to clap your hands over your mouth to keep from gagging at the revolting sight.
What revolting sight? They're just cute babies.
Fucking babies. Disgusting.
They're adorable. And there's like science tube thingies, and there's like I'm assuming these are towels. And what does this say? Hold on. That's an E. That's an R. I don't know why I'm reading this backwards. Is that a... No, that's not an E. That's an E. It's blurry. That's another R.
Everything is blurry.
I don't know. I'll come back to it later.
That's real. There's a big baby-sized larva-looking things all over the floor, squirming around and crying, and inchworming out of kiddie pools of green slime. What the hell?
Man, her face is like... I don't know, that looks like a meme face or something.
Okay.
Like it looks like it's been pulled from a meme, and they just traced it. I don't know.
She's a spider. Her symbol's a spider.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but somebody else said dragon, and I'm like, what?
Well...
Dragon?
I guess, but...
I don't see it.
Like, the spider legs are wings, and there's no actual anything else to define it as dragonic.
I don't know, that's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Anyway. This is our nursery. Most of these wrigglers... Is it wrigglers or wigglers?
That says wigglers.
I could swear there was an R before. Like, not in this... thing, like, but...
Mandela effect.
Most of these wigglers are sick or injured, so we look after them here until they're well enough to go back out into the caverns and spin their... I can talk. Caverns and spin their cocoons.
She looks shifty all of a sudden, giving you some side-eye like she's sizing you up. You try to look very non-threatening, and also 100% trustworthy.
We keep this nursery on the down low. It's not against any laws, but it's something of a break with tradition to save any of the grubs instead of just letting them die. Then why did you take a stranger here just so suddenly and quickly? Well, not suddenly, but you know, like, what? Like, this is the first place where you... What? Whatever. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure why we do it. I guess it just feels right to me to take care of them, the same way I take care of my jades.
A nursery, huh? You look around again with this new information. You guess you can sort of see how the wigglers...
Sorry.
Look like babies. You can't believe that one of these things could grow up into anything that looks like Bronya. But this is an alien planet, so who knows? She takes you over to a shelf that seems to hold medical supplies. You're not sure what can be done for your broken ribs, but maybe she has some kind of alien technology that can help.
Right. That's why you're in here. Duh. Okay.
But when she starts going through the cabinet, you don't see anything that looks high-tech like the thing that fixed your arm.
I guess that most of what we have is stuff for the wigglers, and I'm not familiar enough with your bizarre anatomy to know if it will help. But if you're not completely sure how to do something, it's best to try anyway. Are you sure?
Of course.
1, even if you fail, everyone else can still learn from your mistake. That's true. 2, maybe you won't fail. You never know. That makes sense.
You're not so sure about applying this ethos to your broken ribs.
That's not pronounced ethos?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. But she looks so determined, it might be rude to say no. Go for it. My ribs are already broken, so where's the harm? Thanks, but no thanks. I'll heal on my own just fine.
I feel like that one's just a death sentence, maybe. Because I mean, we've been doing just fine with broken ribs. We were able to go beat up some people with Skylo with broken ribs. So surely, right? What do you think?
Yeah, man.
Is that the route you would pick?
What?
Shall we?
Ashley?
I want actual input, not your like weird. Yeah, sure. If that's what you think.
So you want me to tell you which of these two things I would pick if I was the one at the controls right now?
Yes.
Okay. Our eyes are still broken, so what's the harm? Thanks, I'll heal my own just fine.
What? I will end you. I hate you.
Point is, I would tell her to fuck off.
I mean, that's not what that says, but okay.
That's exactly what it says.
Oh, well, if you're sure. I'm worried about you, though. You seem like you need help, and I wish I could help you more. If I can't take care of someone, I'm not sure how we can ever truly be friends. What? Excuse me? Are you seriously gonna kick me out just because I wouldn't let you?
Control freak. You try to cheer her up, pointing out that friendship is a two-way street after all. She doesn't have to concern herself with your mutilated frame. How can you help her instead?
Well, sure, there are things around here that I could use some assistance with. However, don't take this the wrong way, but we've only just met. I don't know that I can trust you to be as responsible as I am. She really is a control freak, isn't she?
Apparently.
It's not easy to be the one in charge. You have to be, one,
conscientious.
Conscientious. Word I can't pronounce. 2, considerate. And 3, competent at all times. Are these like teeth? What are these?
I don't know.
She has fangs.
Yeah.
And the Jade Bloods are all like vampires or whatever.
You try to think of times in your life when you've been conscientious, considerate, or competent. You're drawing a bit of a blank, but hey, new planet, new you. You're sure that you have what it takes.
I guess if you want to prove that you can be responsible, I can let you help me out today. It's a good time for a visit. It's a good time for a visit to the Mother Grub.
You are careful to step around all the little guys on the floor as you head out the nursery. She takes you back outside, and these caverns are even bigger than you first realized. They're also dark, and cold, and gloomy, and you can't see anywhere that might lead to a planet's surface.
Do all of the Jade Bloods have the same Lucius? Because I think...
Is that what this Mother Grub thing is?
Yeah, because Kanaya's Lucius was a Mother Grub, but I don't know if her Mother Grub ever actually laid any eggs. I think that was a plot point because it was... I don't remember, man.
Does she really just live down here all the time? To make some conversation during the cold hike in a damp cave, you mentioned that living underground like this seems kind of depressing. You realize too late that this wasn't very tactful, but she doesn't get angry at your conversational gambit of insulting her home.
Oh no, it's very peaceful down here. Well, in comparison to anywhere else. I quite enjoy it. The brooding caverns are a place for life and birth, not death. That's pretty uncommon on Alternia.
You're still not sure what she means by brooding caverns, but you guess it has something to do with the wigglers in her nursery. Before you can ask, you reach the top of a ridge and get a new, wider view of the rest of this cavern. It's enormous, probably the size of a small city. All over the cave floor you can see more wigglers crawling everywhere. Cocoons line the cave walls with larger stalagmites, with some young trolls crawling out of them.
Kanaya didn't live in the brooding caverns. I don't remember where she lived. I wanted to say she lived in a treehouse, but I'm pretty sure that was actually Terezi. Yeah, Terezi lived in the treehouse. But I think Kanaya had a really tall house. I think they all kind of had tall houses, except for maybe Tavros. His was like... I mean, he had a big house, but not like tower-esque. Like... Anyway.
Walking, flying, and crawling among the wigglers and young trolls are a variety of white monsters of all kinds and shapes and sizes.
Okay, so they don't all have the... Well, they probably... I don't know.
In the center of the cavern, there is... You don't even know how to describe it.
A giant bug monster thing.
It looks like a huge, many-legged queen bug of some kind, with a goat-shaped skull and horns coming out of her head. Her bulbous sphincter ripples as she lays a continuous stream of hundreds of eggs, from which you assume the gray wigglers will hatch. And marching through all this, you see several hulking bipedal creatures, each carrying 2 buckets, either to or away from the mother grub. They look armed, and they move like regimented troops, soldiers of some kind. You are instinctively terrified of them.
This is where the magic happens, and by that I mean the continuation of our species. Jadebloods like myself are entrusted with looking after this process, which is of course a very special job. 1. The Imperial drones carry filial pails of genetic material to the mother grub for her slurry. 2. She lays eggs that hatch new grub broods. Am I supposed to be saying 1 and 2?
Yes.
3. After the wigglers emerge from their cocoons, the new trolls will go through the trials, and the ones that make it will be selected by Lucius to help help care for them. 4. Together, the young trolls and their Luci go up to the surface together, where the trolls will grow up or get culled or whatever.
As Bronya explained troll reproduction to you, one of the Imperial drones veers sharply to the left and in the process tramples over a few wigglers and young trolls. The drone continues on, but several of the Luci cry out, crowding around their dead or injured charges. One of them, a gigantic beast that resembles a bison, bellows and rears up on its hind legs, hitting one of the other Luci with its front hoof.
Oh jeez, not again. This kind of damage control is a lot of what we have to deal with. Whenever Lucius goes rogue out of grief or confusion, there's the potential for it to lash out at other Luci, not wrigglers, wigglers, or the mother grub herself. We Jadebloods cannot let that happen! Well, you suddenly went anime for a second.
She looks so concerned, a marked contrast to how confident she's seemed before now. You offered to help her out earlier, and it seems like now's your chance. Someone has to stop that rogue Lucius, and that someone could be... you?
Is this gonna be... Is it gonna kill me because I didn't let her injure me? Or I didn't let her heal me?
I hope so. Fight the monster, save the day. You got this. Be a weenie.
Are you seriously... Dude, the microphone can pick that up. I'm over here trying to make a decision, and you're over there, like, just chowing down on some Pringles. Don't choke. I mean... Anyway, okay, I mean, you're supposed to be the narrator, and you're like... Anyway, okay.
I figured I had a moment.
But, dude, chips are loud! You can't just eat chips during a recording. You can't.
I can.
No.
I believe it just happened.
I will end your existence. Anyway, fight the monster? I mean, that's obviously gonna get us killed, right? Well, no, that's the absurd option, so that no. Yeah. But, yeah. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The bison Lucius seems to be causing quite a ruckus. Other Lushai have now gotten riled up too, with some of them trying to gather wigglers to keep them out of the harm's way, and others just getting hyped to the thrash. It seems like it could turn into a monster stampede, and they're close to the mother grub's big, soft, vulnerable abdomen. Not great. Fighting a monster single-handed seems like a daunting first step in a friendship, but you did tell her you could be responsible. You square your shoulders and tell Bronya that she has nothing to worry about.
This isn't gonna end well.
You're going to stop that Lucius, calm down all the other Lushai, and protect the mother grub. All without breaking a sweat, and hopefully without breaking any more bones either.
Whoa there. I was going to suggest that I go after it while you stay here. You seem kind of weak and fragile, even apart from your injuries, I mean. I don't want you to get hurt worse, and I'm not sure I trust anyone other than myself to take the lead on this.
That wasn't quite the reaction you were hoping for. Normally you would be all about sitting back and letting her protect you, because, well, protective and responsible is a good look on her. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and you don't know how else you're going to prove yourself worthy to be her friend. You do your best to project an air of confidence, or at least competence. You assure her that this is no sweat for you. You take down a raging bison back on your home planet all the time. You're known for it, actually.
Well, if you say that this isn't your first ungulate roping gallop exhibition, I'll believe you. I'll hang back and let you give it a shot. But if it gets too overwhelming in there, I'm right here. 1. Caring for the mother grub is my responsibility as a Jade Blood. Don't have a huge list, okay? We've got a bison to take care of. 2. I'd never abandon a friend to deal with a mess on their own. If we end up being friends, that is.
Oh, hell yes. Now you have a reason to hope.
Ooh.
You approach the rampaging bison. It's so vicious. Look at it wiggling. With caution. Do you all bison have horns like that? Maybe they do. You're no bison expert, but you're pretty sure they don't all have teeth that nasty. Bison on Earth mostly eat grass, don't they? This guy doesn't look like a herbivore. Shut up. At first you try to calm the Lucius down by talking to it, but your soothing words have no effect. In fact, you might have just made it even angrier by suggesting that it pause and take some deep breaths in reaction to its trampled charge. You're not even sure it can understand human speech, come to think of it. You circle around it, wishing that you had some kind of lasso or something. Maybe you can herd it away from the mother grub. You look around to see if any of those other Lushai look vaguely like Earth Shepherd dogs, but no dice.
Like Skylar's Lucius?
Probably. You hesitate too long and the Lucius turns away, its furious eyes falling on the mother grub.
Uh-oh.
It stamps its hooves, snorting air out of its nostrils, and screams in a way that sounds a lot more hellish than you imagine normal bison are capable of.
Okay, that didn't sound like how I was going.
That was dumb.
Shut up! You try to make a bison noise, they're like... They're like... Sorry.
I've never heard a bison before.
That sounded kind of hellish, I guess? I don't know.
We've already covered it. I can't scream. It's obviously about to charge, and you can only think of one thing to do.
Jump in front of it?
In desperation, you leap forward and tackle it football style, doing everything you can with your flimsy human body to drag it onto its side.
Just knock it over.
It half works. You plow into Lucius and stop it in its tracks, but it topples over onto a nest of wigglers, taking you down with it. Wigglers and young trolls go bouncing everywhere, squealing in distress, and their Lushai descend upon you in a rage. Everything is chaos for a while. You're trapped beneath the bison Lucius, which is very worrying for all your body parts, and you think you might feel something important rupturing inside you.
Those babies.
But hey, on the bright side, this crushing mass is protecting you from all the other pissed off Lushai trying to attack you. Just as your whole breathing situation is starting to get dicey, you hear a commotion and what sounds possibly like trouncing of some of the smaller Lushai that were trying to get to you. The crowd of beasts around you scatters, and then you hear her.
Uh-oh. I think Gus is trying to get out.
I will let him out then.
Anyway, oof, I'm having a hard time... Wait, oh. Ugh. I'm having a hard time getting this thing off of you. And he's still very angry. He keeps trying to kick me. Where's a bronze blood when you need one?
On the farm. You don't know what that means, but you're very grateful that she's here to help you. You try to communicate this, but it comes out garbled from all the blood in your mouth.
Maybe don't try to speak. Or move. Or help.
You experience a sinking feeling that could be related to your diminishing odds of impressing Bronya and becoming her friend. Or it could be the compression of all your internal organs. Either way, it's tough to feel optimistic right now. But before you can give in to the complete despair, you hear other voices. Your view is blocked by the massive bison flesh on top of you. But could it be? Are these other people here to save you?
Finally! I was wondering where you all had gotten off to. Let's all work together, girls! 1. You two grab his horns to keep his head still and keep it from biting anyone. 2. The rest of you come around with me to its backside so we can push it without getting kicked. Okay.
You hear some grunting and muttering, and the bison starts making noises that sound more confused and less furious. The pressure and pain on your chest briefly spike in intensity as the thing's weight shifts, and then they must succeed in dragging it off of you because suddenly you can breathe again.
Are we gonna see the other Jade Bloods?
No.
Aw.
But the crisis is not over yet. While you're still testing the use of your lungs and blinking up at the cavern ceiling, you hear a new cacophony of enraged monster noises.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The other Lushai are still agitated. Get down there and try to calm them down! Protect the mother grub!
You try to lift yourself to see what's going on, but putting any weight on your arm makes you feel like maybe all of your bones got turned into confetti. Painful confetti. You feel strong hands propping you up gently, and now your head is in Bronya's lap. You try to focus more on how this is a nice place for your head to be and less on the pain.
This is not good. I don't know if my Jades can reach the stampede in time, and the mother grub could get injured. Not to mention all these wigglers in danger. Oh no.
You didn't think the situation could get any worse, but now you see several of the Imperial drones that had been about to leave the cavern are turning back, drawn by all the noise and chaos.
Uh-oh.
But maybe this could be a good thing? Maybe they can instill some order?
Uh-oh. Fuck! They're going to kill everyone!
Awesome, you were gonna get everyone cold!
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Yeah, she's got normal eyes, I can't believe it.
What? Huh? What?
Because one of her eyes was hidden, so I was like, I almost made a joke earlier about I wonder if she has an eye patch too.
Dude, what?
She scrambles to her feet, in the process letting your head whack down on the cave floor. Your vision swims, but you can still make out the drones firing indiscriminately at the Lushai, at the grubs and the wigglers, and at the Jade Bloods.
Aww.
One laser beam skims the side of the mother grub's massive midsection, and her scream is so loud the ceiling shakes and a few stalactites shake loose, falling on drones and Lushai and wigglers alike. It's a total catastrophe. A whole rainbow's worth of troll, wiggler, and Lucius blood is splattering the cavern walls. Bronya seems paralyzed by the chaos, looking from her jades to the mother grub to the Imperial wigglers. To the imperiled wigglers. The Imperial wigglers.
There are Imperial wigglers.
Like she's not sure who to help first.
I can't believe it. This is the worst disaster we've ever had down here. And all because I thought I could sit back and let someone else be responsible for once. If I were a less secure person, I could let this moment plant a seed of self-doubt in my mind about my ability to take care of others and do my job well. Or I could chalk it up to you being really fucking stupid! Oh, wow. Oh, she is scary.
You shrink under the weight of her glare. She's green in the face from how angry she is. You swallow and manage to spit out enough blood to ask a question that you already know is hopeless. Does this mean you can't
Are
be
you serious? Why'd you stop talking?
I read it.
You
Does this mean you can't be friends? And you, like, talked over me somewhat, but I read it.
like, you were quiet, though. Are you serious right now? I do not make friends with anyone who recklessly endangers the trolls and wigglers under my care!
Harsh. You killed them all!
Oh my god!
And she's just so angry about it over there.
Just, oh my god.
What a happy time we've had here.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Very nice. But hey, that's a whole lot of trolls who won't have to grow up suffering on this crazy, messed up planet.
I mean...
You did them a favor.
I mean,
Really.
What if some of them were like the trolls from Homestuck? What if I killed Carcat?
Oh my god.
Dude, shut up. So should we go ahead and do the other ending that is probably the one where you did? Because, you know, normally the first two options you can mess up on one of them. So should we go ahead and play the ending where she probably kills us, or do that next time?
Whatever floats your boat. I don't really care. It's your upload schedule.
I'm gonna say... yeah, next time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
This is not Dragon Ball Z!
On Game Grumps.
This isn't Game Grumps.
On Camp Planning Hearts.
Close enough. Goodbye, everybody.